got something to prove. Let's go. All I do, work like I still got something to prove.
We're in it. I'm already in it, guys. All right, today is leg day, quad focus. We're doing quads and calves, and we're actually starting with calves. It's been a thing that like I neglect a lot, our calves. Because I always save them for the end because I think they're stupid. I think of them sort of like training arms. I think training arms feels stupid to me because it's such like a vanity workout, and it's not hard. I like doing the hard stuff. So started putting them at the beginning of the workout when I have the most energy, get them done, and then kind of gets me in the flow of getting to train. The first 7 reps, your toes are gonna be pointed out to hit that inside of your calf. So 7 reps there, making sure that you're really letting your calf extend all the way down. These are full reps, so you're coming up, squeeze, and back down. Then we're going to go 7 reps with your toes pointed in to hit that outside of your calf. Then the last 7 are gonna be 7 straight. Again, extending, and we're going slow through these. These are not pulsing, slow, controlled, and hold on every single one. So all right, get your notepad out. So there's a lot of words in this one. We're doing a heel elevated, high bar, so it's gonna sit higher up on your back, close stance, feet are gonna be closer together, squat. There's just a lot of adjectives in there, or it's just a lot of words. So all of those are gonna help create more emphasis on our quads. Since it's a quad focused leg day, the high bar, very similar to anything you have out in front of you if you do a safety bar squat or even a goblet squat. Having it higher up on your back is gonna make you keep your torso. Anytime your torso is more vertical, it's gonna create more tension on the quads. The heel elevation is gonna help us more quad flexion because you're able to get much lower. So my hips are much lower than my knees right here. So when this goes lower, more flexion, which means more contraction in your quads. It also helps with anyone, I lack a lot of mobility in my ankle, so that helps me get a little bit lower. Last thing, oh, close stance. Close stance. We're gonna have our feet slightly inside our shoulder, and our toes are gonna always, anytime you squat, your toes are always slightly pointed out. If you keep them straight, that's not really a natural movement or pathway that your legs would be in. This is more of an athletic stance so that your knees can kind of jet outward and then push back in. So high bar, staying more upright, heel elevated for more flexion, more quad contraction, and then feet slightly inside shoulders, toes slightly pointed out. Reps and sets, 4 sets of 6. So we'll have probably 2 or 3 warm-up sets to get up to that working set weight, but we're gonna have 4 working sets of 6. All right, next up we have a little superset. We're doing goblet box squats. Now with your box squat, I'm doing a pretty low box. Usually if you're using a bench, especially if you're short like me, the bench will make you stop here. So if you have boxes, you can even stack up some plates, but I have it kind of about like calf height because I want to get my hips a little bit lower than my knees. Even if they're like in line, that's good, but I want just a little more hip crease here. So your hip joint should be just below your knee, just for a little extra range of motion. We're gonna do goblet instead of holding dumbbells at the sides because a lot of times they get in the way. So we're gonna do a goblet. You can use a dumbbell, kettlebell, whatever, box squat. When you get down to the box, this is going to signify your stopping point. I don't want you rocking back and then rocking up. That's momentum. It's gonna make it a little bit easier. I also don't want you just touching. I want you actually sitting, stopping, complete momentum, but don't avoid the rock back. You'll just come down, stop momentum, and then explode up. I also want you concentrating on lowering yourself, maybe a 2 to 3 second eccentric. So really slow down, pause for a good 1 second, and then up fast. We're doing 4 sets of 12. And then we're gonna add a little bit of plyos. Have a smaller dumbbell, a little bit lighter weight. Now we're gonna do sumo stance. So this is closer stance, maybe shoulder width, maybe slightly in, toes out. Here we're gonna go sumo squat jumps. I'm just gonna hold it in the center. When the bell touches the ground, you're gonna explode up. When you land with a very soft knee. You don't wanna land stiff. So as you land, you should already have your knees bent going down and then back up. We're gonna do 12 there. So 12 and 12. This is gonna get our blood pressure going. This is where you're going to sweat. So heavy here, light here, but volume. Next up, we got walking lunges. However you want to do them. I'm going to do them with a barbell. The reason I do it with a barbell is then I don't have to focus on holding weight in my hands. I feel it a lot in my traps. We'll save that for like shoulder day, back day. I end up and I feel it in my traps and my grip starts to go. So I like to do barbell. Keep it high up on the neck, very similar to a high bar squat. Keep it high up on your neck so that your torso staying upright. Anytime you have that lean forward where you're hinged, you're gonna transfer the weight from quads to the hamstrings and glutes. So you wanna keep your torso pretty upright. The other thing we're gonna do is a very, very short step. Your opposite knee is basically going to hit that opposite heel right behind it or right next to it. So short step, it might take you 1 or 2, but we're gonna be right here. So knee to heel. Next step, knee to heel, next step. Very, very short. On ham and glute day, we like to extend our legs. So a little bit further out and sometimes even out to the side like a sumo. So a longer step, you're gonna have more hamstring and glute. If you want it kind of in the middle, then you'd be more in the middle. So quad day, very, very short step, 3 sets, 20 reps. That's 10 per side. 10 per side. This is the last superset. I have a little finisher at the end if you just want to fully exhaust your quads at the end, but this is the last exercises, weighted exercises. We're gonna go leg extensions, 10 to 12 full reps, so all the way down, all the way up, and then you're gonna add 5 pulses at the top, so you're just going to, oh my God, just come down to here. Instead of bringing your knees down, you're just gonna do the top little parts, partial reps at the top. 5 to 6 of those just to kind of build up that lactic acid into your quads. And then we're gonna do sumo, kettlebell or dumbbell squats. I'm going to, now you probably are like, Dana, don't you usually do these on hamstring and glute day? Yes. However, just by the lean of our torso, so we talk a lot about like hinging at the hips. So on hamstring and glute day, you're gonna be leaned over more like this. So your chest is kind of facing the ground as you go, which puts all the tension in your glutes and hamstrings. Obviously you'll feel it in your quads too. Now here, that's why we only have to elevate ourselves a little bit. And I'm using a kettlebell because it feels really good and easy. If your kettlebells don't go up that high, you could even hold 2 kettlebells. So now, so that we focus on more of our quads, inner and outer sweep, chest is gonna be up. So instead of hinging over, chest is gonna be straight up, chest facing that opposite wall. 15 to 20. All right, quad finisher. It's a 4-minute Tabata. You have 2 exercises. You're gonna go 20 seconds all out sprint, followed by 10 seconds off. Basically, just enough time to get off the bike to do the second exercise, which will be a wide to narrow squat jump. You don't have to go super high, just wide to narrow squat jump. Then you'll go 10 seconds off, back on the assault bike. You got 4 rounds, so you're basically doing 4 sets of each exercise. That probably could have been the full workout. 4 minutes, and just done. Oh my God. We got a Jello blob quad. Take that, Jay Color. There's 0 lines. 0 lines in my legs right now. There's so much blood. Oh my God. Ah. 4 minutes is 4 minutes is a lot. If you are a beginner, you might want to start with 2 minutes, moderate 3 minutes, advanced do 4. If you're crazy, do 5 or 6. That's it. For more workouts, if you enjoyed this video, I appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, give me some comments so I can have something to read, and we'll see you next workout video. For more training and daily videos, head on over to the DLB Daily app. That link is below, along with a whole bunch of other links that you get some free stuff with. Discount codes, I can't even think anymore. I'm out of here, bye.